So just
Okay.
to kind of give you and everybody listening
Mhm.
an overview, Demo in Public is a new show. It helps
Mhm.
founders practice showcasing their app because in the beginning, that's what you want to do. You want to
Mhm.
get on as many phone calls, sit next to as many people. It doesn't have to be a phone call. You can just sit next to someone and be like, "Hey, can I show you my app?" You know, and then walk them through a certain sequence that at the end of it, they're gonna be like, "That's amazing. Where can I buy?" Or, you know, "Can you build this feature?" "Yeah, I can build this feature. If I build this feature, can I come and show you the feature?" "Yeah, sure." And you want to do that as much as possible because the first 100, 500, 1,000 users should be acquired like that. You know how they say,
Mhm.
do things that don't scale. This is the thing they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you want to share your screen, or
Yeah,
how do you want
I
to
can
do
share my
this?
screen just
Yeah.
to leave some comments on that. Like this is gonna be my second release, um,
Hmm.
and I haven't done that. Like what you just described of going to users and getting their feedback.
Hmm.
Maybe a little bit I have, but it has not been like very intentional. It's been more
Yeah.
like occasional.
Hmm.
And I made a video. I was gonna show you on my phone, but I don't know if you saw my last post. I found out that you can use your phone to use as a webcam.
Yeah.
Um,
You can also do. You have what's it called? Simulator.
yes. I already did a video. It,
You can show me the video, but if you want, you can just put on the simulator.
the simulator thing. So the app is a mobile app,
Yeah.
and if I do it here, it's gonna have some issues with the images. Like it's not gonna be able to access the images, and it doesn't work with that.
Okay.
So
All right.
at least I wasn't able to make it work.
Okay. So
Um,
it's fine. Yeah. Just
but
show me the video and talk through it though.
okay,
Yeah.
so this is Grocie.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay. So this is
and
you land on this screen.
yeah, are you able to see my
Okay.
screen? Sorry, I
Yeah, I
didn't
can see.
ask. So this is like the first thing that you see when you go into the app.
Mhm,
You notice that we have a few buttons there. We
mhm,
have on the top left, create your recipes.
mhm,
Then you have a list of your recipes, which we're gonna
mhm,
visit all of them.
mhm,
Below, you're able to add single item ingredients. So let's say that yes, you have your recipe ingredients, but maybe you want to also get some milk for the
mhm,
week or something like that. My list is let's say that you're ready for shopping.
mhm.
You add your items into your cart, and my list is gonna have all of them,
Okay.
and you're gonna see how it shows
Yeah, yeah.
Coup- coupons and history. History is like the history of your shopping,
Okay.
so
And
it's gonna
coupons is
show.
whatever you found the coupon for Whole Foods, you put it in
Yeah,
here, and then you go, all right. Okay.
yeah, and I was testing, so I grabbed some stuff from the store, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, I think this is gonna be good case scenario. I'm just gonna grab some of this and use it for testing." So
Okay.
you're gonna see the image.
All right.
So let me play it. Right now, I'm just gonna go to the ingredients, and this is one of the AI features that I'm gonna be releasing soon. The
Okay.
recipe photos. Maybe I should put some AI indicator so they know.
Okay.
But right now, like as I said, you access the camera
Okay.
photos or the phone photos.
Mhm.
And right now, I'm gonna upload an image of a recipe. It can be uh, like that one. So I
Okay.
found this one. It's a recipe for topping for sour cream
Okay.
cheesecake,
Hey.
and it has some ingredients and
Okay.
um, instructions. I found it on the internet, so I was like, "Oh, this
Sounds
is a
good.
good place." And once it's ready, you click extract recipe.
Okay.
Um, as you notice, this one was handwritten. You can do screenshots too. You can
Mhm.
snap a photo from a website. And
Sounds good.
eventually, I'm planning to do audio. So, like, if you wanna go to your grandma and be like, "Hey, abuela, what's the secret sauce
Yeah.
recipe?" You just record it, and you should do something like this.
Nice.
You notice that they extracted the ingredients
Okay.
as expected. Each
Okay.
ingredient has different properties like the quantity,
Mm-hmm.
the unit. So if it's a
Mm-hmm.
tablespoon or a teaspoon or cups or so on,
Mm-hmm.
the department. So
Mm-hmm.
where to find it on the store.
And
It,
the departments is automatic.
if it will predict it. It will
It
predict
will
it.
predict it. All right.
Yeah. So it's not like they put it in the recipe, but it will predict it. So in this
Okay.
case, fresh whole cranberries, it will be in the
Mm-hmm.
produce department.
Okay.
But something you can edit this. So this is
Mm-hmm.
extracted, but you can modify them before saving them.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, you extracted your steps. Each step has
Mm-hmm.
like two properties, a title and a description. So you
Mm-hmm.
can see prepare strawberry mixture, and there's some
Mm-hmm.
description on that.
Yeah, time would also be good. Estimated time.
Hmm, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one. Thank you.
because you can tell them, oh, this recipe is going to take 30 minutes to prepare,
Hmm.
and you can sort by preparation time or something. That'll be cool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We have a budget, so like the estimated budget. In this case, I put $10, and you can add categories. The categories is for filtering once you have a bunch of them. So let's say
Hmm.
that you have like 100, and you just wanna look at the recipes for breakfast.
What's the
You
budget? The budget doesn't sound like it's useful.
The budget is how much it's gonna cost to build this recipe. So
Okay.
you see how
Per
many
per serving?
um so you notice that the ingredients were a number, so it will calculate like the number of ingredients needed, and it's gonna look for like the average price,
Oh,
and
that's
then it's
cool. Can you go up? Oh, yeah. Can you
yeah.
rewind? Maybe
Mhm.
go up. Yeah.
So for example,
Yeah.
in this right here,
Here.
frozen.
Yeah. Here, you should indicate the price somewhere
Mm,
in the ingredients, just so that when you hit the budget, it makes sense.
mhm.
Because I don't know, we'll just budget 10 without a pricing, sign or anything. It doesn't
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't connect.
yeah, that's a good one.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And these are just my opinions, by the way. This is just my ideas. You can take
Mhm.
them, you can try some. It
No.
doesn't matter. I'm just saying. For me, as a user, I would be like, okay,
Mhm.
quantity, and then when we go down, and then I see budget. I'm like, budget.
Mhm.
What the
Yeah.
hell is budget?
The
You
initial
know?
idea was like, okay, you're already familiar with these recipes. You know how much it costs, so you put a number. In this case, the AI did it for you.
Hmm.
But things are gonna make more sense in the further steps. But I do agree, having like the option to add a price could be good for the user, so they know like how much each
Hmm.
ingredient is cost, because maybe you can replace some of them. Maybe you're feeling good and you want to go a little bit extra, and
Hmm.
yeah. So yeah, thank you for the feedback.
Yeah.
So right now I was going over the ingredients,
Hmm.
steps where we talked about them.
Hmm.
You can delete them
Hmm.
or add them. Oh, for the steps, a small detail, you can sort or move the order. So you just grab
Very cool.
this and be like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's good.
actually this one is first. And category. So after
Mhm.
that, you just save it.
Yeah,
This
I would move the mover button to the left side so they don't accidentally hit delete.
oh, this one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the move up and down, like the change order.
Hmm.
I would just take and move it to the other side.
And I don't know if that button has like an extra step, especially for deleting. I want to
Yeah.
be careful sometimes. I want to have like oh, are you sure you want to delete?
Hmm.
But I know how sometimes that can be annoying. But yeah, good
It's an
feedback. Thank you.
affordance, it doesn't change much.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah,
And once you save it, this is mainly for the AI feedback I'm gonna be getting
right.
from the users. So
That's good.
like if they didn't like it, if it's 4 or less, it's gonna ask like what can it be improved, and I'm
Right.
gonna be able to look at the response and be like, okay, I noticed how it
Fix it.
didn't get.
Very cool.
And I did this for the 3 features that I'm doing. So
Mhm.
in the database, it's gonna show like which service it belongs to,
I love it.
and I
Such a
can
good
analyze
idea.
it. Thank you. I can
Yeah,
analyze it
Mhm.
And if it's 5, well, no need to. And the customer is happy. So I can also look at the response and the request and be like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm glad that it worked like that. And
That's good.
I'm not too familiar with fine tuning, but I feel like that's gonna help.
Yeah, bro. No, it's such a fantastic feature. Like just thinking of the feedback flow like that,
Mhm.
tons of people can learn from this.
Yeah, and
I'm
honestly,
learning from this because now when you said that, I'm thinking of like, where can I add this in
hey,
Canvan and get some feedback,
that's the benefit of building in public. We can tweak stuff
Mm-hmm.
and learn from others.
Mm-hmm. No,
Uh,
10 out of 10. I love it.
yeah, and I was debating on releasing this because it's just like it's gonna work, but I don't know. I just put the extra hours and added it. So especially if it's gonna be the first like
Yeah, and you
release.
should you should maybe just do um in the settings,
Hmm.
because if someone just like hates the feedback thing, they're like, I get it. I don't want to give you feedback anymore.
Hmm.
Just put in the settings, show feedback, checkbox.
Yeah, but okay, we're using Google Meet. You notice that
Uh,
Google Meet always does that after the
yeah,
call.
but the time of the Google Meet is 20 minutes or whatever.
True,
It's not all the
true,
time, right? Like I don't know how
true.
often people are getting these feedback things,
Hmm.
but if it's not that much, like you're saying, just leave it permanently on. But if
Yeah.
it's a lot, people are getting frustrated,
Hmm.
just have it not in the flow, just in settings,
Hmm.
just a toggle.
Okay, no, yeah,
Yeah.
like a user settings, right? Like, okay, don't
Yeah,
show these things.
exactly. Show feedback, don't show feedback, hide feedback, something.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, so once you add it, I don't know if it takes you to this page. I don't think it takes you. You need to go. Let's see what happened.
Yeah.
So
All
you
right.
save it. Okay, it takes you to
Yeah.
the home page,
Okay.
and then you click the recipes,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
recipes is gonna have all the things that you have added. So as
Mm-hmm.
you can see, you automatically added in your cart the one that we were
Mm-hmm.
looking at, and you notice that it's green versus gray. Green means that it's in your cart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you can just press these buttons to add or
Oh yeah.
remove.
I love it.
So easy to navigate. Same
So
here.
great.
You can add it here, like or remove it. I
Mm-hmm.
think I did it in the video.
Yeah.
I'll show it. But this is how it looks once it's completed. So this is like the
Beautiful.
view mode. You got your categories. You got your title, your categories. Then you have your
Mm-hmm.
ingredients, kind of like color coded. So the title, and
Mm-hmm.
then you have like the quantity and unit in green,
Mm-hmm.
and finally the department.
Mm-hmm.
I added these check boxes. So let's say that I want the user also to use the app when cooking, so they can
Mm-hmm.
just check the box and be like, okay, this step is ready. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad that you mentioned about like how long it's gonna take, because maybe I can do that automatically for them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, do you want to use this session for tracking the time it takes?
Mm-hmm.
And it can automatically get those times. So it can be pretty smooth implemented.
Yeah,
And
because maybe like next week is going to be a busy week, so you just want to go shopping for quick recipes that
yeah,
you have, so you
and
can
we can
sort
have a
by. Yeah, yeah,
category for quick recipes.
yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, I think I haven't asked you if there's any questions. I'm glad that you're
No, it's
stopping
fine.
me on.
Yeah, it's great. Looks great. Like I feel like you're underselling it now after seeing it because it just looks like grocery shopping, just creating
Mhm.
lists.
Yeah.
This recipe management part,
Uh-huh.
I think it's a huge part.
Hopefully the other ones solidify the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me show you. Then okay, so we went over the crave recipe. I think next
Mhm.
one is single items.
Okay.
Single items doesn't have any
Yeah.
but you can have your single items like eggs,
Yeah, paper
uh,
towels, whatever.
paper
You can just
towels,
go and add them. All right. Can
and
you
here.
can you create baskets?
Oh no.
That'll be
Basket.
great. Like,
Why? How can
so
that be
like let's
helpful?
say I have essentials, right?
Mhm.
So I want to get like toilet paper, paper towels,
Mm,
soap, like things
mhm.
I buy on a regular basis one time.
Yeah.
So I make a basket, essentials. So I just, instead of going and adding all the things one by one, I just hit add essentials, boom, it adds
Mm,
all the stuff, paper towels, toilet paper, all the things that I use on a regular basis, or
mm.
monthly things, where it's
Yeah.
like those are like the soaps,
Mhm.
dishwasher soap, laundry stuff. So I can just
Mm.
create different baskets and just add the basket instead of adding it one by one every time.
That's a good idea. I was
Mhm,
thinking something not around those lines, but not like that. I was thinking about like like alerts, like notifications, like
mhm,
every period or every X amount of time, show a notification to the user to do something. In the case that I was thinking was like for your fruits. So you
mhm,
buy fruits, they spoil,
mhm.
and I don't know, like. If you bought some tangerines, maybe a notification in the middle of the week, like, "Hey, have you eaten your tangerines? Because they're gonna spoil."
That's good. I like that because you know
So
when they're going to shop.
yeah, we
That
know
that
what
is
they got.
that is that's fun. I like that idea because you're
Mm,
right. A lot of times you buy something and then you're like, "Oh my god, it's
yeah,
spoiled," and you just gotta trash it. This
yeah,
is
yeah.
10 out of 10. I love that idea.
Thank you, but thank you for the other idea. That's a good one too. So
Yeah.
right here, this is the my list.
Mhm,
This was like the meat of the app initially.
mhm.
Now I don't know so much because I feel like the other features are also cool.
It all works together. Like it is kind of. We'll discuss, kind of brainstorm. Let's go through the demo and then we'll brainstorm kind of how to package
Mhm.
this because it is pretty interesting. It's so fun.
So right here we have a list. You can see right off the bat we have
Mhm,
departments. So
mhm,
baking, beverages, canned goods.
mhm,
We also have like the name of the item along with
mhm,
the quantities. Those quantities I didn't add a unit. Like
mhm,
the unit can be cups or tablespoons or
mhm.
quantity, like how many, 1 or 2 tablespoons. I didn't add those, so that's why it's showing like 0.
But you should just do if zero don't show.
Yep, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And on the side, you
Mhm,
see there's some dots.
mhm,
Like those dots belong to a list or a category. So, for example, let's see. Let's scroll down, and for the X, I picked it. So
mhm,
you can see that this item belongs
mhm,
to two different recipes. It belongs to,
mhm,
let's see which ones. Let's tap on them.
mhm.
Still going. It belongs to the recipe world best lasagna and also to the single item.
Mm, okay.
And you notice that we saw eggs, right, in the previous listing
Mhm,
we added. So you notice that it's combining those two into one. So each one requires one egg. So
okay.
that's you're gonna need two eggs for these two recipes that you added into your
Okay.
cart.
I
You see
like
a blue dot. The blue dot belongs to the one that we just added.
mhm,
And you see that this is already selected, but it's because I was doing some testing. But if you add it for
mhm,
the first time, it's just gonna be empty.
mhm,
And yeah, you have like different stuff. Like for example, this one we did add a unit and quantity, so it shows how
mhm.
much we need.
2 cups, yeah, and you're like, "Oh, okay, let me get 3 cups just in case," or something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And once you're done with the department, it shows a check mark. I didn't show it in the video, but you can minimize it, so it's not
yeah.
so
It looks
in your
obvious that
face.
you can minimize it, yeah.
And you notice that we have a progress bar, so
Yeah.
you need to pick up 24 items, and so far we have 14 items.
Mhm,
Let's say that you're done. It's gonna show you like, I click this button and it
okay,
shows this model. Like, are you sure? Or you want to continue basically? You
okay,
click yes. And
uh-huh.
once you click yes, it takes you to the
Boom,
shopping history.
okay.
So
This is
that one,
alright, hell yeah,
is where is it? Is this one right here?
okay,
So it takes you to over there.
awesome.
And you notice that the total was 35. You know the number where it's coming from the budget. Like you know how
Uh-huh.
we established the amount. It's
Yeah,
telling you.
the pricing stuff, there's a lot of room for improvement for the pricing.
and that's where the AI is coming. So hopefully, it doesn't solve it completely, but it's gonna do a good job.
You know
And
what you can do that might be great
yes,
from the shopping list? If you don't have pricing information, you can be like scan barcode
scan barcode of what, of the ingredient.
of whatever they're buying,
Hmm.
or take a picture of the the little sticker, and
Mhm.
you can get pricing information that is current where they buy.
What about the receipt?
The receipt, you can do that too. Just take a picture of the receipt, and it does the calculations
Mhm.
because you have all the information in the receipt. But you can do both.
Oh, we're gonna be doing this, that in this feature.
Is
So
it is it is it happening? Like,
yeah,
okay,
so let
fantastic.
me show
Yeah, because
you.
the budget part is not working. But let's see
Uh-huh.
how you got the receipt.
So right here he showed, and I don't like this UI so much because it's a lot of red. Like
Hmm.
it's telling you that you didn't pick those items. So
Hmm.
you have a filter. You can only show like show picked. Maybe that should be the default. I don't know. But these are the
Maybe,
items that we
yeah,
picked.
maybe you can sort it. So things you bought are up
Hmm,
top, and things you didn't buy are on the bottom. So when you scroll, you're like,
true.
unpicked items or something.
Yeah, I don't know how that will work because you know how we have it sorted by department. So what
Yeah.
if
So the unpick can be its department in this
hmm,
details.
okay. Yeah, but I like the idea of having them on the bottom and just
Mhm.
showing on the top what
Yeah.
we picked. So
Oh,
we have this right here. I'm only showing one dot, but if you click on them, it'll show you if it belongs to one recipe or two or three.
yeah.
Um, I expanded it. It tells you like a report.
Yeah. The dot positioning, just from a UI perspective, from my opinion, is it's too important the way you're showing it in the
Mhm,
layout. And I think the proper place for it is on the left next to the item.
mhm,
And on this side, maybe price is more important.
hmm.
You know what I mean? Or something else. Because it's just giving way too much importance to this, like it's linked to a recipe. And it's like, okay, I get it. It's
Yeah.
linked to a recipe. You can indicate that next to the left side, like sweet Italian sausage, you can have three dots
Mm.
next to it, single item, lasagna, whatever.
Yeah.
And then on this right side, there's an opportunity to present more important information.
Okay.
And I think price is the best information to show here because people want to use this to kind of budget also, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like to
Definitely.
take control of their spending.
I don't remember where I put the price, but we'll see. Let's see.
Yeah,
I think it's on the bottom, to be honest, but I hear you.
yeah.
So this is the second feature, the second AI
Hmm.
feature. You can add it from your gallery, or you can take a picture of your
Hmm.
receipt. In this case, I already have two receipts,
Okay.
which is one receipt, but it's two pictures because you know
Yeah,
how sometimes they're super
yeah.
long. So let's add them. I'm gonna add those two,
Yeah.
and it's gonna take some time to upload.
Hmm.
So I tap on upload. Let's fast forward because it takes some seconds.
Okay.
And right here.
Oh,
All right. So the cool thing about this is that you're gonna have a reference of your receipt.
yeah, yeah.
So every time that you go there, like the image is gonna be saved there. You can see and be like, okay, let me just look at the receipt what we bought in case of the AI messing up.
Okay.
So now you notice that there's a new button, review analysis.
Hmm.
Oh, this is what I was telling you about. You always have
Yeah,
reference to the receipt.
very cool.
And you notice that the price was 206
Hmm.
with 24 cents. So let's see if the AI got them. We click
Hmm.
on review and we have the price here,
Okay.
206. So you're gonna see where the price is gonna go. But because that receipt belongs to a different recipe, only two items match like our list
Hmm.
out of the 24. And you're gonna see that garlic was in the receipt, We
Mhm.
had garlic in our list, so he got it.
Yeah, 5 count at 2.99. Very cool.
And it shows you how many more or less you grab. So if
Here, here having all the pricing information, like the garlic
Mhm,
on all the ingredients, would be good here. Because then you can kind of edit it here. Like let's say lean ground beef, and you have like whatever, half a pound at
mhm,
whatever, 9.99. And you're like, nope, that's wrong. You hit the edit button, you can change the price to
mhm.
match whatever, and then you complete, and now it has, it has, it's like feedback. Hey, you gave me that receipt. I confirmed that these are the prices. Is this
Mhm.
okay? And then you're like, yep, it's okay.
Yeah, that's what basically we're doing here. It showed you how much the AI thinks. For this one, it didn't pick one. So if you want to edit it manually, you can edit it and add it.
Yeah.
And if everything looks good to you, you can complete it. I didn't show it here, but if you toggle this, it's just gonna add the totals of the items that you got picked. This number belongs to a different value, like
Uh,
from the AI. But yeah, there's two values from the user to pick, like
mm,
what the AI thinks it was the total versus the total of each ingredient added together.
mhm.
So we see that he only picked two, garlic and eggs.
Yeah,
We
but
have,
will it know how much the mozzarella cheese and all of that cost?
he will not. Okay, so the way the prompt is engineered is that if it's there, extract the prices from the receipt and put it there. If it's not, don't do anything. I guess we
Okay,
can.
for
We,
now, it's don't do anything, but later you want to try to match.
mhm. And keep in mind, like this receipt belonged to a different recipe, so that's why it didn't pick mozzarella cheese.
I understand, but what I'm saying is the receipt
Mhm.
is part of the shopping, right? And the receipt has mozzarella cheese in it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
So
no, no. The receipt doesn't have mozzarella cheese. The mozzarella cheese belongs to the recipe.
okay,
The recipe that we picked.
so the receipt, what's in the receipt?
The receipt was a random receipt that I picked.
Mhm.
Somehow it had like eggs and garlic, and
Okay,
that's why I picked those
okay,
two
okay. But what I'm saying is, let's say mozzarella cheese is
in the recipe.
whatever. No, no, in the receipt it's buffalo
Mhm.
Italian cheese or whatever,
Yeah.
and you hit, yeah, I did pick mozzarella cheese. Will it try to figure out that that is mozzarella cheese and put the price in there?
Okay, I didn't follow. So mozzarella cheese
What I'm
is
saying is right now, the review receipt analysis, go to the beginning of this flow.
yeah.
All right, here, okay, the
Before?
shopping details, right? I bought all these items.
Sorry.
Yeah, I bought all these items,
Yep.
right,
Yeah.
in this grocery store, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna go put my receipt in.
Mhm.
You're saying this wasn't the receipt for this.
Mhm.
This is just a random receipt.
Yeah.
All right. For your next demo, go do an actual shopping thing and show them the
No.
whole
Yeah.
shopping flow. Because I want to see, does it recognize that I picked everything in the receipt and
Mhm.
syncs all the pricing data? Because having pricing and all these things
Mhm.
is gonna make it easy to budget recipes in the future.
Yeah.
Because I know whatever cornstarch,
Mhm.
has I don't know 300 grams, 2 tablespoons is whatever. So for
Mhm.
you know, I can now price per tablespoon how much that's going to be, and have
Mhm.
better pricing information for budgets and stuff. Anyways, you can fast forward through this, but
Cool.
I like what I see so far.
Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, what else
So
we got?
we have that, and you can oh, there's another section on this.
Hmm.
You have the unlisted items that were in the receipt.
Hmm.
So you pick some of the items that were not in the receipt. So for example, if found
Okay,
bananas and
all right,
avocados,
all right.
you
That's
can
good.
add them. let's say that you didn't put them in your recipes, you add them,
Yeah, in the single
and
items, right?
uh-huh,
Okay.
and you can see that it shows like move back to unlisted.
Uh-huh.
So you can now complete it.
Okay.
And again, the review. And once you complete it, this is how it shows. It shows that for this shopping session, you spent $206. You
Mm-hmm.
bought 23 items and four single items. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything here. You can reset the changes, like remove
Mm-hmm.
the AI changes by clicking this yellow button.
Mm-hmm.
And it will remove the images and the predicted prices. But like
Mm-hmm.
the list is gonna stay the same in case you wanna
Mm-hmm.
retry it. And this is how it shows. Like it shows in green if it was AI analyze,
Mm-hmm.
and that's for your shopping history. And the
Mm-hmm.
final one is the coupons. This one I was showing you like the paper earlier. Um, that's what I use for testing. So you can upload an image of coupons. So let's say that you go to the store and this one here. Um, I added a picture of a bunch of offers,
Mm-hmm.
and right now it's analyzing it. So let me fast forward. And right here, so it picked 10 promotions, and that's actually 10
Mm-hmm.
promotions in the paper. But it shows expire, and the reason
Mm-hmm.
it shows expire is because they are actually expired. So we
Yeah.
wanna we wanna let the user know, like, hey, the coupon that you are adding, like you see,
Mm-hmm.
March 25th, it was
Mm-hmm.
last month.
Hey.
Like these are no longer valid. So you sure you wanna add them? You can modify them as well. Like let's say, like, oh, it made an error. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
the end date is probably next year. So let me modify that, and you can do it here.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, right here I think I'm adding April 25th, and now it
Mm-hmm.
shows as normal. It
Yeah.
tells you what's the offer: yellow lemons, four for 99 cents. So uh, right now I don't have this very connected to the recipes or the single items. Eventually I'm gonna have to,
Mm-hmm.
but right now, like let's say that you wanna see what's being offered, you go to this section, and right now there's two active coupons that they expire in these dates, and it's for yellow lemons and Washington Gala apples. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to buy some fruits, that you know that you can get a better price with the coupon that you just added, and the image is gonna be there for reference. Like you can tap on it, um,
Yeah, the
and
coupons is just like a kind of nice to have. It's not really core. Like
mhm,
I feel
yeah,
like you can delete it without losing any value.
yeah.
Because people can just save their coupons. They have the coupon system. Like if you're a coupon person,
Mhm.
you know,
You watch the
y-
movie Netflix, the coupon person.
no, there's a movie called The Coupon Person.
No, it's not called a coupon person, but it was this person that was making millions with coupons,
Uh,
and she
oh
was
yeah, yeah,
making
the
millions.
plain one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a good one. That's a
I was
good one.
thinking about that. I was like, hopefully my app doesn't get misused. I cannot think about a way that it can be misused, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty much everything.
yeah, yeah. You can stop. The screen share.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, I love it. I love it.
You like it?
Simplified grocery shopping is underselling it a little bit
Okay.
because for me, what I got from it is that it's kind of like, uh, you know, because it's not just recipes; it's recipes and grocery management, house
Mhm.
grocery management. It's very hard to come up with a good headline for this. Simplified grocery shopping is good. Uh, yeah, something about transform your recipe planning and shopping experience with Grocie, your smart grocery companion that automatically organizes ingredients by department and helps you track your shopping progress. Yeah, it's not that. It's not that because what it is manage your house. Yeah, manage your house groceries or something like that. Save money. There's a save money aspect. Track
Mhm.
your spending.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like the all-in-one.
Are you looking at the landing page right now,
Yeah.
or? Yeah. So again, these features are gonna come out currently, if you go download it on the app, you only have like my list, create recipes, single items, but no AI, like no snapping photos. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
but even the like as when you get into it, right?
Mhm.
I'm just thinking about the packaging of it, right? I think the all-in-one grocery management app, something like that.
Hmm.
And I also think right now it's not really a copywriting problem. Right now, your biggest unlock, I think,
Mhm.
is taking the design and making it for moms.
Making it from what? For moms?
For moms.
Okay.
Like right now, it looks like an indie hacker would love this. You know what I mean? Like the G is like,
Yeah,
you know, and it's
yeah.
it's very like tech and gray and green and all
Hmm.
of that. Whereas you want to find like a palette in a design language and
No, I hear you.
everything that says mom friendly
Hmm.
because that's your
Like,
target market.
yeah, I'm trying to picture that how that looks like. um,
Just go find
yeah.
mom brands. Like literally go to like Lululemon, go to all these different
Hmm.
brands that are crushing it with moms, right?
Because the idea originated from when I was in college. I was
Hmm.
living alone, and I was
Hmm.
like, I need to survive. I need to cook for myself,
Yeah,
but I don't know recipes,
yeah.
and that's when the idea started. I didn't build anything then, but yeah, like you want to have an easy way to store, like you
Both.
wanna.
Hit both. Hit like
Hmm.
so find that intersection,
Hmm.
the college kid and the mom,
Hmm.
like go get
Yeah.
like find 6 websites that are like college kids that are
Hmm.
crushing it with college kids. Find 6 websites that crushing it with moms, you know, and then kind of look at the similarities of like the design language
Hmm.
and build that design language for this.
Or you know what? Also, like having different teams. Like,
What do you
okay,
mean?
which team do you want? Do you want this that looks more like tech,
Yeah,
or do
theme.
you
Yeah,
want,
you can do 2 themes. You can
or
do
you
two
want
themes, no
this
problem.
team? Even it has like different structure, but still has same functionality. Like
Yeah,
I like
you
that.
can play with that. You can play with that too. But yeah, bro, I think you're crushing. The demo was clean, clean as
Mhm.
hell.
Thank you.
Especially because you were pre-recorded. It seemed like you were going through. So like,
Mhm.
crush the demo.
Thank
Like
you.
that is a good sequence of showing people everything your app does.
I messed up
Uh,
on the actual receipts. I was using the receipts that
it's
didn't
fine.
belong to
That's
the
the whole
recipe.
point of the practice is to
Hmm.
get better. But yeah, you crushed the demo. The app
Thank you.
looks great. Right now, it's pitching problem, but you will get that language better
Hmm.
with more of these demos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so, I think the target market, like you're saying, is college students and moms, and I would go talk to both those segments. Like right now, talk to your mom, your aunts,
Hmm.
your cousins, anybody who's doing grocery shopping, like
Hmm.
and collects recipes because that's
Hmm.
another person that would be attracted to this more than anything else is people who collect a lot of recipes.
Hmm.
This is a recipe collection app that is also a grocery app. So I think the all-in-one recipe grocery something, I don't know.
Hmm.
There's something all-in-one that I think would crush it,
Yeah.
but you will find the copywriting language that crushes once you talk to people because they're gonna say things that you're gonna be like, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like for me, I don't collect recipes at all.
Yeah.
So like I'm totally not your target market.
But what if
Uh
you see a recipe for cold brew coffee? I may
nah.
get you
If
know, no?
if 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 it's not part of the packaging, then I'm like, this is how I make our cold brew. I'm not interested.
I get
Yeah,
it.
I'm a quick grab and go guy. I eat
Same.
things that are just easy to make. Like, like I get like salad buckets
Hmm.
and just put things on top. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just like walnuts, pesto, avocados, whatever. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
eat.
yeah. There's a lot of room for improvement, new features. But yeah, what was your favorite feature?
I do love the recipe management stuff.
Mm,
That was so cool to have like all my recipes there and then just quickly adding it to the cart.
mhm.
That's really cool. But once that's tightly connected to pricing, I think you got something super powerful there
Cool.
to see like, hey, this recipe per serving is $5
Hmm.
and I want to make six this week. And you go to the recipe, you put six at the cart. It
Mhm.
does the calculation for you. Like, this is what you need to make six of these. Now it's actually.
And I know that you said that maybe we can go forward without the coupon thing, but I don't know, like the coupon thing, it can be a really good marketing point because like the app can pay itself. Like if he finds that you can save, I don't know, like the amount of the subscription, what are you wasting? And
I
you're
know, but
getting basically
but you can
replaced.
do that other ways. You can do that with that notification.
True.
Like
True.
the middle of so you don't have food waste, and you
Uh-huh.
can do that with precise ordering.
Hmm.
Like if you order, hey, like if you want to think of ads, right? Like if you think of a TikTok ad, right?
Hmm.
You know, some guys you show like a bunch of waste that in the fridge that goes in the trash.
Hmm.
How many
Yeah.
times have you done this, right?
Yeah.
Tons, and you just or whatever, and then you're like with Grocie, you don't have to throw food out anymore because it gives you precise ordering of your recipes that you're going
Hmm.
to cook that week and reminds you to eat it and, before it expires. So like those two things is a quick ad. People are going to be like, hell yeah, let me check it
Hmm.
out, and they'll check out the app. So
Hmm.
the coupons is good, but why I'm saying it'll add complications because when you tightly couple the pricing,
Hmm.
right, taking pictures of receipt or taking pictures of the price
Yeah.
in the grocery store or whatever, I think you should do both.
Okay.
Uh, but if you do that, uh, now you have to also manage coupons.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
Like, oh, the pricing was that when you had a coupon, so the logic programming wise
Mhm.
becomes a little more complicated
Yeah.
for something that's not adding too much value, main value, because the main value of this is not coupon management software.
Mm-mm.
You know, the main value of this is this kind of precise ordering in the grocery store,
Yeah.
and having this history of my shopping, grocery
Mhm.
shopping. So it's managing all the grocery needs that I have, really.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times you also, like, another pain point is that on your credit card, you just see Whole Foods $200 or
Mhm.
Whole Foods $150. With this, you can be like, but what did I buy in Whole Foods
Yeah.
that was $250? And then you go here and you're like, oh, I saved my receipt on Grocery. Let me go on Grocery, boom. And
Mhm.
you see all the
Yeah.
items, you're like,
You also see the
probably,
pictures.
yeah, a picture of the receipt, the whole thing. And you're like, maybe I didn't want that chocolate. I should stop getting chocolonis or
Yeah.
something.
Or maybe
Uh,
you bought like something that you really liked, and you're like, "Wow, what's that thing?" Oh, you have a record of it.
it's it's such a good and it's all inclusive. So that whole system is where you should expand and approach.
Mhm.
Is this
Yeah.
grocery shopping,
Mhm.
financial aspect, all in one management?
That's what I was telling you at the beginning, that I haven't done much like the talking to other people. It has been
Mhm,
like occasional, like, whoa, whoa,
mhm,
this one, I'm glad that you're giving me the platform and I
mhm.
appreciate that side.
Yeah,
But once the release, I'm planning to focus more on the marketing aspect. And yeah,
it's fun, bro. Like when you know the tools, and this
mhm,
is a big tool, it becomes fun because you can go. talk to people, talk about their problems, whatever, solve their problems, and then do this like ads on TikTok,
Mhm.
Instagram, wherever your target market lives, right?
Mhm.
And you can do stupid ads. They don't even have to be super polished. It's just the format of them have to be engaging, right? So like super pain, it's the
Mhm.
same formula as the headline, which is like big pain point relieves a big promise that relieves a big pain in a specific target market. If you can do that in the first
Mhm.
2 seconds of a video,
Yeah.
show them the big pain, they're like, oh, they're gonna feel the pain, they're gonna get hooked. It's kind of
Mm.
like a universal form.
Got it.
Yeah. The only difficult part is identifying the pain, the diagnosis part. That's
Mhm.
like the formula is easy, but actually talking about a real pain that
Mhm.
people feel, that's the hard part.
Yeah, and I feel like I can talk about a few pain points. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, if you were to say which one I should focus first, which one do you think, especially one that you personally probably have faced in the past?
In terms of features,
Um, or marketing. Like, I'm gonna
yeah, I
do.
think, you know, the precise ordering,
Mm,
like the use case, right? Like in my landing page formula, I have a use case
mhm,
section. And in the use case section, a really good use case is collect recipes,
mhm.
step one. Step two, create next week's menu.
Okay.
So next week on Monday, I want to have this. Tuesday, I want to have that. Thursday, I want to have that. And this can be in video format. This can be in any kind of format you're thinking,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Tuesday, I want to create this. Go on Grocie, add them to your cart,
Mhm.
get exactly how much you need to order for next week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That is, I think, the use case that is going to be killer because now people who do collect recipes
Yeah.
want to use Grocie to collect recipes because it connects with the entire life cycle
Mhm.
from collecting recipes to cooking it, to buying it, to cooking it, to all of this stuff. So I just need one end, you know?
Well, yeah, that's everything that I have. Thank you for
Uh,
the feedback, Sai. It
Like I
was
said,
great.
this
It was
is this is my opinion. It's not
no, yeah,
100%,
definitely.
but my encouragement is go do this with more and more people.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the reviews from Apple and Google. Like they're
Right.
painful sometimes. It takes a few
Mhm.
days, and but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Man, but I've been working on this for a while now. Like I told you, right, that I did a web
Yeah.
app initially,
Mhm.
and the web app I didn't get much traction. So I was like, okay, let's do a mobile app, and we'll see. Like right now, I have a few users. I think I have like 26 users.
Mhm.
And I haven't promoted much other than X using those posts, and people have gotten an interest and downloaded. So
Yeah.
hopefully, one.
You talk to them. Get on, like, email those 26 users
Mhm.
and build a relationship with them. Have a conversation with
Yeah, I like
them.
that you did that with me. Like
Mhm.
you reached out, you knew right away it was me,
Mhm.
and I mean, I gave you my thoughts. I hope I gave you some value. But
Absolutely, absolutely, like 100%, bro. Like you were in the beginning, you were like breaking it, and like
Mhm,
every feedback helps, right?
mhm,
I understand you're not my target market, but
mhm,
if you can give me feedback that I can use to improve the user experience for everybody, that
mhm.
is valid feedback, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so definitely build a relationship. Like exactly, you're one of my customers, right? So
Mhm,
as soon as you bought, I was like, thank you. Let's get on
mhm,
a call. Let's whatever,
yeah.
any feedback, any whatever. And I want to build that relationship with you because
Mhm,
if I if you are my target user, me making the app better for you
mhm,
is the best thing I can do because you're actually paying me. You're proof that my shit works, right?
mhm.
And I want to lean into what made you part with your money.
Yeah, I feel like a big aspect is uh, maybe you're really used to this, like reaching out to people. For me, I'm a developer. I'm always just on my own, so this is out of my
Yeah,
comfort zone.
but this is exactly why I made this show. Is I want to
Hmm.
give people practice,
Yeah.
and you'll be surprised. Like you're gonna get way better feedback from a person
Hmm.
who's actually using it and all that. So, like even selfishly, you need to
Hmm.
reach out to kind of get it, and you just got to build this muscle, bro. Like this is
Hmm.
what takes you because a lot of people build,
Hmm.
and then they post on Twitter. They think that's marketing. They
Hmm.
post a Reddit post, they think
Hmm.
that's marketing. They post on Product Hunt, they think that's marketing, and it doesn't get traction, and they're like,
It
"This
didn't
isn't
work.
gonna work, right?
Mhm.
Let me just give up." And that's not how it goes. Every app starts out in this. This is kind of sucky. No one finds any
Mhm.
value in it, but the people who do make it get on a lot of these calls with their customers, with prospects, show them the thing, get their feedback. Once they become users or customers, they reach out to users, they reach out to customers. Hey, how do you use it? Well, I
Mhm.
use it. And they get on the call. Show me how you use it. They're called
That's what you
usability
did with
studies.
me.
Yeah, show me how you use it. Oh, well, I go here. Da, da, da. Okay, amazing.
Hmm.
You know, and then you see the problems. You see them try to, go back and they hit the wrong place. And you're like, no, that's not the back button. That's the delete button or whatever. you
Mhm.
know and then you see no one's moving the order of the thing. You're like, is
Yeah.
that how you make a whatever pound
Mhm.
cake? And they're like, nah, I usually do this first. And it's like, "Well, then why didn't you move it? How
Mm.
do I move it?" Well, now the UI of moving stuff
Mhm.
is not clear. People don't know what that two lines mean. So maybe I have to make it clearer for my audience, because maybe you're using design language that developers are
Mhm.
familiar with,
Yeah.
but not that moms are familiar with,
Mhm. That was a good
or
one.
yeah, or college, so all of this insight and intelligence you're not going to get from just sitting and meditating and just
Mhm.
looking at your app. you know
Night,
eh,
nighting for 3 days.
yeah, not even. Yeah, you can sit under the tree, not eat, just water fast in silence. It's not going to come to you. You have to have conversations. You can see recordings, you can see heat maps, you can see all of that.
Mhm.
It is not as useful as a conversation.
One-to-one interaction.
Yeah, conversation, relationship, you build it, you know, especially in the beginning.
Mhm.
Once it becomes, you got 1,000 customers or whatever, you can't do that with 1,000 customers. Now you have to have customer service. Now you have to but even then, if you don't build that culture in your team, in your company, then who you hire is not going to give you the information you need to make good decisions, because you want to hire people that are also comfortable
Mhm.
getting on phone calls. When they're
Yeah.
doing it, they're not salesy. They're not like, oh, today if you buy it, it's 50%
Yeah.
off. And, and it's like, that's not this is not the purpose of these calls. The
Mm-mm.
purpose of these calls is education and finding out exactly what the person wants so you can make their life easier. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, focusing like putting yourself in the customer shoes. Like, why would I buy it?
Hmm.
Not because today is a special day. Like, you're thinking long term. And that's something that I didn't think about when I first started this project. Like, oh, I'm gonna have to be doing one-on-ones. I thought it was more like, okay, I do the product, I deploy it, and I tell people on my circle like it's out there, and it was gonna get like in fire. But nope, it's not
No,
like that.
no, 100%. It's talking to people, understanding why they're buying. And once you understand that really well, you start running ads and content, like, to colder markets,
That's a
you
great
know?
advice.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna release this first. And I don't know, like how much time do you think you should give them before reaching out? Because if they just have access to the new release and I reach
Yeah.
out, like
They're, yeah, you reach out as soon as they get it.
really,
It's maximum excitement when you just get something.
okay,
They still haven't experienced it. They're not disappointed. They're excited, something new. You reach out, you say, "Hey, I'm Juan. I built this. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for buying or downloading or whatever.
Mhm.
Uh, I would love to make this the best grocery management app you've ever used or will use. Uh, Whenever it's convenient for you, I'd love to get on a call. Here's my cal.com. Book a time anytime." Maybe people are
Yeah.
not going to book,
Yeah.
but that excitement and welcome and all of that is going to give you, what, 1 out of 10 users. Perfect. Especially because the
Right.
intention of them booking
Uh-huh.
is higher intent customer, because you're like, oh, they're so interested to make this great that they're booking time to talk to
Mm.
so they book time, they talk to you, you tell them thank you so much on the call. Hey, thank you so much for, can you show me how you use Gross? Share your screen or show me, you know with your app or whatever.
Mhm.
uh they're like, well, collecting recipes, maybe figure out how to share a screen on the phone
Yeah.
so that it's easy
I
for you
I
to
can see it.
talk them through that. And then they're like, yeah, so I make a recipe like this, and I
Mhm.
do this like that, and I do this like that. you know oh, great. What about in the grocery store? Do you use it in the grocery store? If they don't use the grocery store thing,
Mhm.
well, no, I don't use it in the grocery store. Okay, why don't you use it in the grocery store? Well, blah, 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 blah. Inside.
Mhm.
Thank you. What about this feature? Why don't you use that feature? Well, I didn't know that feature exists. Oh, no way. Well, that feature does that. Oh, thank you. What about so you walk them, you have them
Mhm.
walk you through, and then you just ask, why aren't you using this? Why aren't you using this? Why aren't you using this? After they explain their use case.
And you can
And
get so much from one person. Imagine multiplying that.
yeah, and it's at your own pace. So you do 7, and you kind of get the complete picture of your current version.
Mhm.
You fix it, new version. You send an email to all your customers. Hey guys, the new versions is out. Here's my cal.com link. Anybody who wants to fucking show me how to walk through a demo, book
Mhm.
a call. They book calls. You show them through the demo. You know, hey guys, if you get on a call with me, your next month is on me.
Hmm.
Get on a call. Like, there's so many ways of doing
You're good at this.
it. But it's
You're gonna upload this, right? So I have to rewatch it and take notes because I
yeah.
have a fish memory. And
Oh, okay, fantastic.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Yeah,
but yes, so this was great feedback. I got some homework to do apart from
nice.
releasing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Release first. Release first.